This week on Saving Sweet William, we're inviting you into our Greek home as we begin planning the first big project of the year and asking for your help with renovation ideas for our kitchen and dining area, exploring old world charm and AI-driven design. Let's jump straight in.
Welcome to our Design With Me series. So, the main part of our house, the heart of the house. This is the kitchen and dining area and entrance. It's a pretty big space, but it doesn't work as anything at the moment, does it?
No. Everything comes off of the kitchen in the villa. So you walk in, the main front door comes into the kitchen, and then it goes out into the lounge, into the main bedroom, off to the 2 spare bedrooms and the main bathroom.
But it doesn't function as anything. It's difficult to use as a kitchen. We've literally only got this amount of workspace. We end up using the cooker top as well sometimes, and that measures 1.4 meters. That's it. Let's have a real quick measure up. Do you want to hold that there?
Of course.
You hold that there. So width-wise, it is 3.3 meters. Right? Okay, so this is a 5 meter tape measure. It's just like about 5.2. So big space, but what do we do?
It doesn't work at all.
We need ideas.
Yeah, at the back of the kitchen, we have a unit that was already here, which is storing glasses and not much else, but it seems to take up the whole wall because there's a radiator there as well. So it would be really useful to use that space, but we need to be thoughtful with that in using this space, we still need to be able to have enough room to access the lounge and of course enough room to go off into the main bedroom or through into the other bedrooms and the bathroom. So something at the back here using this space would be really important. We would like to not clutter the high space with cupboards. We think it's really nice to have that high ceiling appeal. But yeah, low level. We need lots of help because we can't, when the villa's full, when we had about 10 of us here in the summer, it was really difficult preparing food inside for everybody.
The problem that we have is we've got nowhere else to have a dining area, and we need an indoor dining area because when there are mosquitoes out, you don't want to be outside. You need to be inside, so we need a dining area as well.
Yeah.
So we've got lots to think about in this space. Other things are we don't know whether to go modern route or whether to go more fashion, traditional Greek route. So lots to think about and lots to plan.
Your input is needed.
That stone floor, I think, is really amazing.
Yeah, so this is this book's pretty old, isn't it? And everything, all of the buildings in it are even older.
Yeah, what is this? Like wood.
Wow.
A mantle, it's incredible.
Yeah, it's pretty stunning, isn't it? I don't think we want to try and make the kitchen look older than it does though.
No.
So we need to try and find a blend of
Old and new.
yeah. So maybe like some kind of rustic plastering on the wall.
Mm-hmm. And maybe some like rough wooden cupboards. With like imperfections in the paint rather than, the high gloss, trendy, modern look. Something a bit more natural.
I'm not sure that the villa would suit that high gloss modern look.
No. Well, I think it's not the image we want for our villa. We don't want this could be anywhere villa. We want it to be this is a Greece villa. Absolutely.
But, so take some influences from kitchens like this, but bring it into the modern age.
Absolutely. So clean and tidy, but with that original aesthetic feeling.
Absolutely. Now that's dark. That's
It's
something
really
else that
dark.
we need to talk about.
Yeah.
How much light can we get into that kitchen with the one window that we've got? But I mean, most rooms, lots of people like dark rooms in Greece, but by the looks of it, because they're trying to escape the sun.
Yeah, they're trying to keep it cool, and I guess where you're preparing and serving and eating food, you don't want it to be too hot. You want to be able to enjoy it, but it does look very dark. You're right.
That looks extremely dark.
Yeah.
So
we need to try and find a happy
and we've got to
medium.
remember that we're not in the sun much anyway, because we live in England. So we're going there to escape the dark.
Absolutely.
Not to look for dark.
No, this is true.
Oh, here's another kitchen. basic looking kitchen. And here we have a little old lady reading the newspaper.
It's a very old kitchen, isn't it?
Very rudimentary kitchen as well. Look at that, just bare essentials and that. But taking some of these things, I kind of like those racks.
Yeah.
Like, not
I agree.
Huge ones, but just like something on the wall, because we both are against having cupboards on the wall.
Yeah, we like that open look, don't we?
But having things like racks and things hanging on the wall, but something like this in particular.
It's really nice.
Yeah, there's not lots of it. Looks cool.
You'd be able to make one of those.
Yeah, well, look at that.
Repurposing something.
Yeah, that's a frame with some shelves in it, and then
I could find some nice baskets.
Rods just holding everything in place.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so it's cool, isn't it? Because you just grab a plate, easy.
Yeah.
Don't have to go hunting for cupboards.
Yeah, I like it. I really like the cupboards as well. You know, like we were just saying about it not looking too polished.
No.
Like this. Okay, I know they're a bit grubby looking, but that idea of them being a bit rough and ready as opposed to all polished and perfect, I think really suits the style of what we're trying to achieve.
I'm hesitant to say shabby chic because that's a bit naff now, isn't it? But should we go shabby?
Yeah, it's different to shabby chic, isn't it? It's it's shabby Greek.
We let AI do its work?
Let's do that.
Okay, let's go. Okay, so over to MidJourney. I generated these images from your colour scheme ideas. So this is one angle of the kitchen, standing by the radiator, looking that way. So you can see what's missing here straight away.
Absolutely.
No door. So it doesn't, it's really hard to get MidJourney to keep everything
exactly
as you would like
is.
it to. And you just got to accept that it's going to go and do its own thing, and then you've got to filter through or try and change the prompts to get what you want. So, colour scheme though, and let's just talk about that rather than layout and stuff. What do you think about the colour of the cupboards and like this kind of Hessian rug?
Yeah, I really wanted natural products in the kitchen. I think they would really be nice in there.
And it suits the landscape around it, doesn't it? Like when you look out the window, I guess that's kind of kept the window the same size. It isn't that big, is it, that window?
No.
And when you look out, you've got olive trees.
Green.
Huge olive tree directly outside. Yeah. Do you think this kind of colour scheme would look nice with the I guess the wooden countertop is really going to complement it.
It does. Yeah, it does really complement it.
So it's on the right track colour-wise.
Yeah.
You think with the
really like
sort of schemes that you were thinking about the other day?
Yes, I really like the white because it gives it the brightness. I really like the wood and the Hessian. Yeah, I really like that. I think just the green is too much, and I also think just the creamy white would be too much.
Yeah.
But having a little bit of each really complements it. That sink is gorgeous as well.
The sink's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what else is nice? Just having something completely different on the opposite side. So,
like a bench.
Yeah. So what do you think about the idea that MidJourney has just given us, as in maybe getting rid of the door and then we can have a U-shaped kitchen there rather than having an entranceway? So you think maybe changing the main entrance of the villa to the lounge, the living room?
Yes, because there's already a door there, which we don't really use.
Doorway up.
Yes, because that would give us...
Yeah, that would give us double the amount of usable space, because currently we have one side of usable space and it isn't even as much as they're showing here. It's 1.4 metres, which is nothing.
No.
So if we doubled it, and then we could get something in the corner as well. Okay, we would like some help from you guys, please. We've just shown you what we like. We like the airiness, we like the few little modern bits and pieces here and there, but without making it look modern at all. We want to keep it looking as Greek as possible, and one of my favourite ways of making things look Greek is by making the walls look imperfect. I really like that kind of rustic
it's a great vibe.
plastering that they do in Greece. It really, really, really works, and I think it would suit the surroundings. But we'd really like to know what you guys think of it. Anybody done anything similar? Anybody used similar colour schemes, or has anybody done a kitchen in Greece before? Be interesting to know.
Yeah, or anywhere else. Have you got any tips with making wooden cupboards look like they're not quite so perfect, or help with the floor, or anything else that we've shown you that you think, yeah, got some ideas on that and I can help you out, we'd really appreciate hearing from you. So drop us a comment if you've got any ideas. It'd be really cool to hear from you guys. Thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you again soon. Thank you guys. Talk soon.